Okay, bye.
Of her life, but I always apologized, always. Advanced the ball there, and now I've gotten rid of my temper.
Yourself.
First in front of my kids, it's like, it's unreal. My kids also know that they're loved. They also are not afraid of me. They speak their mind, and I am 100% involved in their life. And that's the only way, I don't know, because you can't undo the shit that happened to you, but what you can do is make sure you don't pass it on as much as you can. And you have to forgive yourself in your 20s and 30s where you don't realize you fucked up and you end up hurting other people and stuff, and you know, but once you realize you're fucked up, then that's when the work starts, and it takes a while. It took me till I was 57, so anyway, last thing. Billy Baby Boy. Bill, as a man who is related to your anger and cynicism deeply for 10 years, and as a man who went to therapy and healed myself in my childhood, I'm proud of you, buddy. This guy goes on to say, we're proud of you, Billy Boy. Nice. Don't ever think that we get tired of hearing about your growth and the work that you've done on yourself. You're an inspiration for a lot of men with pent-up anger from a crazy childhood. I'm 37, went to therapy when I was 24. It changed my life. Trust me, I completely understand what you mean when you say it's gone. Keep being you, Bill. We love you, man. Well, thank you. That is the weirdest thing. That it's gone, like it's just, it's like a disease. That's the only thing I've never had to fight a disease, thank God. But like, you know, I can only imagine. There's this thing that's eating away at you from the inside, and all of a sudden it's not there anymore. It's been incredible, but I'm also not taking it for granted because I still don't quite believe it. I never thought that this was going to happen, so. I got another massage and breathwork thing tomorrow. I'm continuing to walk towards the light. I've been in the dark hole for a long time. Just continuing to do that. I'm doing the journal, did yoga. I'm doing everything I can to like make sure I don't go back into that stuff. But like, it's weird. Like I know it's over, but I also don't trust it at the same time. So anyway, there you go. I'm gonna watch this Rams Bears game as much as I can. I don't know. See how but then again, they also played a really banged up 49ers team. So who knows? It's really anybody's game at this point. All right, that's it, everybody. Congratulations to the Patriots. Great season by the Texans. Condolences to the Broncos with your quarterback, Bo Nix, getting hurt. Bills, you got I don't get that fucking call at all. And I am a Buffalo Bills Eagles fan all the way back to fucking Joe Ferguson, O.J. Simpson, Joe DeMalier, O.J. on the field, not off. And in movies, O.J. was great. That fucking space movie he made in those Naked Guns. And Joe Tribbs. Who else? Who won yesterday? Oh, the Seattle Seahawks, man. Like, they're fucking looking all right. All right. Anyways, that's the podcast. Go Bruins, go Patriots, go Celtics. Great fucking time of year. Good luck to Indiana and the University of Miami. It's a classic. Both obviously incredible seasons for both of them. All right, that's it. Go fuck yourselves. I'll check in on you on Thursday.
Okay, so it takes skill.
Yeah.
It takes, for example, my girl is better than me. She's better than me, and it's not only is it motor skills, it's presentation and entertainment. Like,
I get it. I understand. I did a live for 3 days. I got it. Yeah.
so finding and training that, that's definitely a process. It takes time.
Yeah. The question is, whether you want to buy or build. If you want to buy the talent, build the talent. Building the talent is cheaper, takes longer, harder. Buying the talent is faster, more expensive. Which one feels right for you?
So when it comes to we're not always, so we're profitable per show, yes.
Okay.
Profitable per show. But sometimes what ends up happening is, let's just say it's a Wednesday.
Are you on cash basically coming in? Probably cash. So what if basically if you run a physical products business, which you do here, you're like, okay, we made money. Now let's take all of that profit and just talk about that and go buy more shit and sell more shit. So this is where like you probably have what's your financial happiness and financial ops.
My accounting.
Your accountant, okay. You need to have a relatively strong finance person who can give you better forecasting so that you can, it's not just like how much cash you have in the account, it's about your shit. It's we can only afford to buy this much, this growth rate that we want to have. Otherwise you're getting how many cash purchases on the sense of the business is profitable, because I'm guessing that business is really bad.
So our shows will make anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000 probably, depending on like the volume that we did that day. So we know that we're profitably per show. However, that's where the skill comes into play. If the show's not going well, we need to have that person trained to be able to do the thing. And so that's why not knowing how much to pay them is
Doing a percentage of
percentage of profit.
yourself. And so you can buy or build that. So buy it is obviously any micro-influencers who are already like on Amazon talking stuff. Be like, they already do live streams and they already do sell shit. And have it
Good morning, may I help you?
Hi there. Can I get a medium iced coffee with shot espresso?
Medium iced coffee with?
A shot of espresso?
Shot of espresso in? Sure.
Can we get one pump syrup only?
3.
Can we get one pump?
Just 1 pump?
Yep.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you.
Of sugar, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Hi there. Thank you.
Our show, coffee shop, 10 to 20%, and then they get slices of that, slice so the caps. So basically, it's like if you say, simple math, $100 a year, $20 is always going to be allocated, or 20% is always going to be allocated to all leaders. And so they get slices of that pool, and then you always have it. And then they think like you do, which is we're going to bring this leader and we got to get up to this pie, but they should be able to grow the pie, which is the exact same math that all of us do. Bring someone in. And so it gets them thinking more like, yeah, good down. So you planning on trying to sell it just at the same time, so?
Potentially. Yeah.
Okay. If you want, you can put in a profits interest in the sale, which you can have be proportional to their interest.
Yep.
And then if they leave, it comes back to you.
How would you apportion that percentage split against those different roles?
It's going to be, so first off, you're going to want to leave probably 2/3 for future talent if you want to go there. And so do not be like, okay, I'm going to blow my whole like slice of pie on these people because the best talent is in the future. It's not right now. But I'll give you the pitch or the walkthrough that I have with somebody who's in this position is that, and this will probably apply to half of you, who here has somebody that they were considering tying into your business. Okay, so I'll give you quick, big picture advice. If you never want to sell the business, don't give shares away. The only thing that is guaranteed 10 years from now is that you will still be in the business. That's it. Everything else is not guaranteed, so do not encourage you to give real shares away. Thing one. Thing two, there are 4 things that equity provides. One is cash flow. The second is sale bonus, sale dollars. The third is risk. And the fourth is control. And so when I have a conversation like this, I'd be like, okay, cool. So do you want any risk? And they're like, no, I don't want any risk. And they're like, okay, cool, so we don't want that. I'm not going to give you control. So that's off the table. So all we have left are cash flow and the chance that we sell. And that's what we're going to do. And I'm sure in Melbourne, I know the legal situation, but there's a version of give you a profit share, which comes off bottom line. And in the event of a sale, you'll get a sale bonus. Now, the issue with that is it's going to be taxed as income, at least it is in the US if they have a sale bonus, rather than capital gains. But there is no real other alternative because either they have to take on risk and not get control and pay taxes on gifting to them, or they have to buy new money. Most people don't want to do either of those things, and you have to do regulation. It's a fucking mess. And so it's easier to just say, I'll give you some money today. If you sell, you get money tomorrow. And if you leave, you get money.
And that sale, I've just said that, the sale,
Sale
is like
bonus.
3 to 10.
There's a zillion ways to slice this, but the simple way is if you have a 10% profit share, like for the whole company, and somebody, let's say, gets 10% of that, so they have 1% of the profit. You could say, you sell, you get a proportional amount relative to the total for that 1%. So they get 1% of the sale. And when you write that, make sure that it's the percentage of cash, not calculated on the total value of the sector.
Yeah. So
I got fucked up. So there you go.
stoked. The head of growth is pretty much the sole sales guy, or our first sales guy, one founder. He'd be at this table, commission on click sales, plus this percentage of profit share was one of the two founder.
savage. Like, you just take children's souls and just rip them out every day because you're a terrible person. But you're just unbelievable at sales. Then and only then do you get the opportunity for me to feed you leads. Because these are the most expensive leads that we have to work very hard for to make sure, and like, we cannot waste them on anybody who cannot close everything. And so, thank you. I hope that was an amen. So first off is the team should be separate, but you're in this mix now. You're in a little bit of a mess. And so my 2 cents would be like, take the, because I'm sure their commissions have gone down since they yes. Yeah. So I would say, guys, my fuck up. I went to this thing. He told me I did this big boo, which is inbound and outbound together, which is not how it should be. Everybody get back on the streets. You guys do that. And then for the absolute savages of you, you usually have far fewer people on inbound. That becomes the Christmas tree of the career path. Because on inbound, I can feed you and you can do 5 sales a day. You can't do that door knocking. But you can do it if I'm feeding you leads that are already qualified, already set, already gone through a VSL, whatever, in the sales motion. And then those guys can absolutely clean up. But you earn the opportunity to get that level of commissions. Now, the commissions structure should also be different on inbound because you have to pay for those leads. So it's a different role. They graduate to it. It's more volume, lower per, but it's more reliable, which guys with families, things like that, if you have a bad day, you close 2, and a good day, you close 7. It's different than you have a bad day, you can close 0, 0, 0. It's much more stressful. And so guys will be happy to even give up. They'll even make the same money, but just have it be more reliable. Then you don't have to give the sun.
So then we should hire for inbound sales.
Yeah, or take one of the guys you have who's really good at it, and put everybody else back on the streets and just funnel everything to that guy. Because then you can iterate faster because you're new on this. And you never want to have too many news. It's kind of like the brick analogy I gave at the beginning. The more news there are, the more likely something's going to fuck up. And so I know this is an absolute savage salesperson. If they're closable, he'll close it or she'll close it. And so then the only variable we have is just what offer/lead source am I getting, and what process are you going from lead to talking to them. Those are the only variables you have to play with. It's much easier to iterate on that and then get it to go faster.
Okay. And then, so then I want to hire a marketing director or leader to manage that. Now, Tim was blowing our minds in the workshop. Like
He does do that. Raise your Clark Kent.
Yeah, it was
Racist to them.
I was almost going to say he was a ninja, but I didn't want to. He was in those. Anyways.
He's Chinese, I'll have you know.
Same right?
Yeah. You're good. Go ahead.
But he was talking about when another guy was talking about a constraint. He was talking about the trade-off. Okay, so you could spend $6,000 a month. You don't want to spend basically $100,000 to replace the person. What I'm trying to figure out is, I think I've answered my own question. I won't keep going here. I've been working on the wrong problem, I think, is what the situation is. And I'm trying to make sure.
Simplify this for you? Outbound team goes out, inbound team becomes the one guy. You need to hire a marketer person who actually knows what they're doing, probably pay more than you expect, but then that person will be worth it. Your entire business is sales and marketing, so you should have the core elements of the business in those.
Okay.
Great.
Excellent.
If you need help with the sales process, we can.
Excellent. Thank you.
Alex, this will be your last question.
It's gotta be the best question ever.
So my name is Evan. I sell duct cleaning supply to duct cleaners. This
Fair.
year we'll do 1.2 million in revenue, and I think I'd like to be around 3.5.
Okay.
And I think what is stopping me is just being clueless.
Okay, cool. So let's give you clues here. So let's do one more. How do you get customers now?
Strictly organic.
Can you take more customers than you have?
Yes.
Okay. So you don't do anything. That's fine. All right. No, I mean, like, it's word of mouth. There's no like demand gen that's happening. All right. So I've got good news and bad news. The good news is that your business you probably are good at what you do because you've been relying solely on word of mouth. So that's the good news. The bad news is that you're going to have a steep learning curve for what you have to do next. And so you basically have to pick. Do you want to do outbound as your way of getting customers, which could either be door knocking, it could be emailing, it could be phone calling, you got to be Instagram DMing, it could be anything, but outbound. You could do paid ads to get customers. You can have affiliates, so you do those things to get affiliates, or you can post content. Those are your options. Which of these do you feel like you are best equipped to do?
Probably paid ads, but one of the things I was thinking like is creating a higher value per customer to get option instead of trying to get more customers.
Okay.
I don't know which route to go.
So you want to double how much customers are worth?
I guess utilize my existing customer base with more consumables, so there's more repeat orders. So like they're ordering more.
So duct cleaners go clean ducts?
Yeah.
Correct. And you sell them?
We sell them the cleaning supplies, which is really high profits. And then we started selling some consumables, but they're low profits. They might buy 500 a year, but it's only like $6 a unit or something. So there's not too much money in that yet.
Okay.
I guess the
But are they buying regularly from you? It's just like, how many customers per month are new customers versus repeat customers?
we average 80 new customers a month.
Okay. So you do not have a lot of repeat customers.
Unfortunately, but fortunately, the equipment I sell is really good, so it doesn't break down frequently.
But